This has got 3.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why is this so quiet?
What? Okay.
Testing, testing.
Okay, just making sure it comes through.
Testing. Oh, that would be why. Ooh, there we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Blah.
Muted will get the sound through.
Testing. comes from these microphones. And then that's what he's picking up on his end, is what we're saying through the microphones.
Howard, it isn't going to matter which one we use. I just want to keep you in the same ones. And then go ahead and join on in. Then just go ahead. I cannot. You have not joined in. There you go. There you go.
Hello, Howard.
All right, super.
All right. I'm going to hang up and we're going to continue talking through the Google Meeting, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you still hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, so. What's going on?
Nothing. It's
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just talking with AJ real quick. Okay, so how we're gonna set this up is you're gonna see the board like this,
Okay.
and we're gonna just make sure you can hear all the microphones and stuff.
Good.
so. Can you hear me, Howard? Like just talking from here?
I can hear AJ.
Okay.
Is it? There's not too much we can do in the way of volume, but did it sound okay? Like you were able to understand it?
Sorry.
I could.
Okay. I'm gonna test one of the wireless mics. Oh, I'm not even in the picture. Sorry. I'm gonna test one of the wireless mics.
So if somebody was standing in the front here, can you still hear me, Howard? Can you still hear me, Howard?
Are you still able to hear us if I talk on this mic?
Hold on. I think I know what's going on. Can you still hear us, Howard?
Not real well.
Okay.
Hold on.
When you're standing down there in the front, it's perfect. But AJ tends to get at the low end of the voice spectrum.
Try it again.
How is this, Howard? Can you hear me when I talk now?
I had no idea what you said, AJ.
Okay.
Can you understand what I'm saying here?
I could have heard you, Jeremy.
Could you make out what I'm saying?
Yes, what you're saying?
Yes, so you can understand what I'm saying? Like it's going to be a little echoey. There's not too much we can do about that. But so long as you can get the gist of what's being said.
Okay. But Howard, you're still not hearing me too well?
Say that again, please.
Okay. I was just asking if you could hear me very well.
He was asking if you could hear him very well, or is it very muffled and like it's really hard?
Well, it's not muffled. It's just low end, not very distinguishable. I heard you say something about being quiet.
What if we moved it next to one of the speakers, the webcam? Can we? We probably could. Because, I mean, realistically, the audio he's going to be picking up is going to be from one of the speakers. Because we're not just direct feeding any of the... The only problem is that, you know, we're going to end up he's not going to be able to see very well. But I don't know how much... Howard, I don't really know. Do you need to have a crystal
No.
Hearing, right?
Basically, if I could hear Cindy Sue speaking, asking for a vote, and whatever Larry or the primary speaker has to say, in general, that's fine. I don't need to have every, utterance perfect. You know what I'm saying, Jeremy?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, because that's kind of what I'm thinking is so long as we can hear you and you can hear us, the whole, and you have a decent view of what's going on, that's good enough. You just need
Yeah, I agree.
So we can either move that webcam, or do we have another microphone? Like a microphone you plug into a computer.
That virtual camera won't fix this at all, right, to feed him that?
So there's a couple things we can try where we try feeding him direct audio, but I don't want to run into the same problem we had last time.
I'm worried about that, yeah.
It's definitely not like it's not back feeding like it was before, thankfully.
No, but we haven't started any virtual camera, have we?
No, the only virtual camera we have going
Just to get it to
is
there.
to get it up there. Yes.
Okay.
So
Jeremy,
yes.
when Cindy asked for a voice vote on the proposal being presented, if I can visually and that little area in the back raise my hand, that's going to be sufficient for me. And they can see me, can't they? So they know my vote.
Yes, they should be able to see you. Also,
If I raise my hand.
yes, Howard. Also, what we were kind of thinking, don't worry about muting from your end. We'll take care of all the muting and such.
Thank you.
If you need to speak, if you could just raise your hand, we'll unmute you from our end. Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, because your voice is now coming through very clearly on our end now, so they'll be
Good.
able to hear you. We're just gonna keep you muted, like Jeremy said, and then if you just go like this, we'll know, oh, we have to go in and on.
That makes sense to me.
Okay, only thing we have to figure out now is we gotta make sure that you can hear them well.
Correct.
So if we put the camera,
What is that making? Oh, you have the unmute.
I have the.
Okay. I was like, where's it grabbing audio from?
Yeah, it's just repeating us on it.
So, how do you want to do this? Do you want to try pulling audio again to him from the meet? But we have to put that computer into the meeting, and I really don't want to do that.
No, I wonder, just turn the camera towards the speaker, would it pick it up better?
Let's try it. Howard, we're gonna move you for a second.
All right.
I wish there was a little bit more play on this webcam.
We can move the whole podium over a little more, probably.
Can we?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's there either. They gotta move it back up top. Here, go ahead. I'll watch you. Can't win. No.
Is it locked?
No, it's on top of the Ethernet cable. There you go. You have to push. It's stuck on it. Oh yeah, it's about how much room as you're getting.
So now, let me try from this microphone.
Okay, Howard, we're gonna try another sound test, okay?
Okay. I'm with you.
Okay, so is this can you hear me any more clearly now, Howard?
I can hear you better.
Okay, so this would be about the volume like Cindy and all them are talking to on the mic. Do you think that would be good enough for you to understand like what they're talking about then?
I don't think so. You didn't hear a word AJ said, did you?
Well, I heard the words, but I'm not quite sure what you said. Is that what I'll hear if one of the speakers comes up from the audience and he uses the floor mic?
No, that's actually one of the microphones that you guys use on the cables.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're trying to figure out is what's the best way to get you audio. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yes, he is, but it's coming through very muffled. Does this sound any different, Howard?
I mean, you're talking, but it's not distinguishable.
It's just sound like muffling.
It just sounds like it's muffled.
I can hear that.
Yeah, that's me talking directly into the microphone. So it's the mic.
Oh, okay.
It's the fact that, yeah, we would have to,
What if we put it up by them then, when they're talking?
that would work. I mean, we could grab a laptop and just put them in front of the board. But then, and then we just have the cable ran like all the way over down into here instead of the podium computer. We could do that. We could also move the podium computer just straight in front of the board and just tell people they gotta speak a little louder.
Let's try that. Sorry, Howard, we're just trying to find a good spot to position the webcam so you can hear things properly, so we're gonna move again.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna go up here for a second and mess with this. And see if we can somehow.
Wow, it's really.
It's probably stuck on the power cable. Just be careful.
Okay.
And they're usually a bit further up, aren't they?
Yeah. A little, but not too much.
Okay, Howard, if I'm talking from here, can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, you're very good.
Okay, so as long as, we'll just tell them they have to kind of talk towards the middle too, right?
Yeah, they'll have to do both. They'll have to talk in a microphone. Howard, I'm over on the very far edge. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is it legible? Like, you can understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I can understand what you're saying.
Okay, now hold on.
So let's say I'm talking to the audience. Can you still understand what I'm saying?
Yes, that sounds very good.
Okay. So what we'll do then is, I want to try one more thing, because the public speakers, if there's any like presenters, they're going to be behind you, so I want to see how that sounds.
Okay.
I mean, we can just put like, if we put the stand right here, you know, like if we put the stand like right here. Howard, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. This would be about where the public speakers would talk from, like from behind the microphone.
So if I'm also
Wonderful.
talking into the microphone, can you still hear me, or does it get drowned out? Howard, can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can. It's almost like a echo, though.
Yeah, there's going to be an echo. That's the problem.
Yeah. So that's the problem we're gonna run into with the public speakers, that they're on the microphone.
What you're doing right now is like an 8 out of 10. I can hear you
The
good.
microphone turned on, so I'm just kind of speaking in general behind you. The problem comes in is when we turn the microphones on, because there's two speakers that are blasting into the audience, it's also picking up the speaker. Like the webcam is currently picking up those speakers. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's echoing basically because it's hearing me not only through what you're hearing now, but it's also grabbing the other two output, like the two speakers. So it's like feedbacking into it, which is why it's
Yes.
difficult to hear.
yes.
But it looks like we've got it where if we had you here, you should be okay with hearing the board up front. You might just have a little bit of echo if we had the public speaker come up to the front.
That makes all the sense in the world. You know, I like what I'm hearing right now.
Okay. Is there anything else we should test? Do you have any
I do not.
I mean, one thing we can always try is we can grab a
How, how is Cindy or the board going to see how I vote? From my voice, or do I need to raise my hand?
So my guess is they're gonna do roll call again. So what they did last time was they roll call. So they had
Yes.
they went off by they called each board member's name individually. When they get
By-
to yours, I'll unmute you and you're free to say like I or
Right.
nay or whatever.
As long as you're controlling the mute.
Yes, so we'll unmute you when they get to yours, and then you can say yay or nay, and then we'll mute you again. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay. And then, like I said, if you have something you need to say, or like when they get to your discussion point, when you're ready to talk, raise your hand, and we'll like if you just want to raise your hand up real quick like this, we'll unmute you, and you can say what you need to say.
Fair enough. That'll work.
And then for the board, I don't know if you can see it well, but you're up on the projector at the back of the.
Yes.
And then as they're looking down, we have a monitor, like, we're looking to a monitor, so if they look down towards this podium, they're going to see you on the monitor too, so they don't have
Good.
to turn around to see your face if they want.
That makes sense, because I know that Louise, the last meeting, happened to be in a seat where she was always turning, looking at the big screen.
They should be able to just look down and they'll see you on the monitor, it's a pretty good sized monitor. So the
Yeah, I think,
the board will be able to see you.
yeah, I think you two have done an excellent job. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in advance. Hopefully this one will be much less stressful than the last one we did.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Are we good then?
I think we're good. Did we want to do any testing with his audio coming through the stream and whatnot? Did we test any of that?
I was listening to it as he was talking.
Is he going through right now?
Yes.
Howard, can you hold on?
We're just gonna have you talk a little bit just to see how it sounds. We have a private, like, web stream going. We wanna see how the audio comes through.
Okay, fair enough.
Just say a few more words.
No problem. Well, like coming up Monday night, we're going to have the executive meeting in the large conference room on a listen to on the phones. We're not going to worry about any kind of Google Meet or anything like that. We're just going to do on the phone. So I will call Larry or Larry will call me just before the executive meeting starts. Yes, I concur. Sure, I'll be glad to. Yeah. Simon says. Okay. I understand. It happened last time. Good. You're right. It does work. Good. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to give Jeannie a quick call on the phone if I can reach her and tell her how good a job you guys have done. Thank you. Okay, very good. And thank you again for this morning, and look forward to hearing from you on Monday night. You got it. And Jeremy, real quick. Once we start Monday night, we're going to be ending any kind of phone contact between you and I because it's all going to be done here, correct? Half hour, half hour at best. 6:30, 6:30. End it. I agree. I agree. That makes sense. I just wanted to be sure. And if on the absolute necessary you need to reach me, my phone will be ready to receive your call that I'm muted on the meet. Excellent job. Okay, thank you guys. Oh, okay. So what you've done today can be applied in the K-trap room. Excellent. Yeah, yeah. You two are the best. Thank you. Okay. Bye now. All right, I'm going to close this down and we should be good till Monday. All right, bye now.